Hey guys, it's me, and today I am here with a new reaction video for you guys. And today I am going to be checking out the latest music video from Leaves' Eyes, and that is Chain of the Golden Horde. I did a reaction video to Dark Love Empress, and although the song is really nice, it just fell flat for me because it just didn't go far enough for me. And so I'm really curious as to how this song is going to go. I'm hoping that they go a little bit further and that they try to show that they're experimenting with their sound and that they're trying to do something different. Although the title of this song makes me think otherwise. I also mentioned this in my Dark Love Empress video that when it comes to this band, like especially after Liv's departure from the band, they have just been really hammering in this Viking theme music just way too much. Just way too much. They've just been like, we found our shtick and we're just running with it full force. And it's just, honestly, the only album with this like theme where like this is like 100% what the whole entire album is centered around, that theme actually worked for me, was Njord. I love that album. It's such a good album. It's probably my favorite album from them. That and Symphonies of the Night are like my favorites from them. And I mentioned in that video as well that the reason why I love Symphonies of the Night so much is because of the fact that it was such a very different album from them. Because I mean, like, they started out like with Vikings being like a lyrical theme and everything, like early on. The thing is though is that they also talked about other things as well. It wasn't like their sole focus, but then they were just like, we're just gonna stick with it and just run full force with it, and just started becoming very repetitive. The reason why I loved Symphonies of the Night is because they kind of like broke that a bit for an entire album, but then they went back to it. Since then they haven't let go of it and have just gone full force with it, and it's just like, it's okay to have like a particular theme within a band. It's just that you gotta know to like add some like variation to things, try out new things, experiment with your sound a bit, which is something that this band has barely even done. So I'm hoping that this song is going to be something different, but I have a very strong feeling that is not going to be the case. I'm gonna give it a go anyways. I'm going in with an open mind. Dark Love Empress like intrigued me a bit, although after listening to it a good bit, I started really noticing why people were saying that it sounded a lot like Jillian by Within Temptation. I started really noticing the similarities between the two. I'm really hoping that this song is gonna be better, but seeing the title of it is already lowering my expectations. We're gonna give it a go though. This is already a long intro, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a listen and check out the video. But before we do that, if you guys are new here to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and also while you're down there, definitely give this video a thumbs up because that'll help me out a lot. All my links are down in the description box below, and yeah, let's do this. I think the guitars are tuned up just a little too high. Yeah, it's either the guitars are tuned up really high or the vocals are just tuned down a bit too low. Especially with Alina, I could barely hear her. Even Alexander's voice sounds like it's being drowned out. I will say this, I do like the production on like the instrumentals. And I do appreciate the fact that this is skewing in a more power metal direction, which I don't think they've played around with that much. But it still sounds too much like stuff that they've already have done. They did her dirty. They did her so dirty. Whoever did the mixing on this. Because you can barely hear her. And she already has a soft voice. That was a fun little touch. So, just as I expected, wasn't a fan. It's definitely not a song that I would like listen to willingly. Like if it's a type of song that just comes on and starts playing, I'll be okay with listening to it. But if it's something that I'm searching for, it's definitely not something that I would go after. And like I said, like whomever did the mixing on this, they did Alina so dirty because you can barely hear her on this. And I kind of sort of noticed this with Dark Love Empress as well. But the thing is though, is that since that song is already such a softer song in general, like you can let it slip. But this, you can't let it slip, especially when you hear that Alexander is a lot louder as well. I mean, his voice is still being drowned out a bit as well. Alina's voice is hardly noticeable on this mixing, and it's just oof. I'm so conflicted about how I feel about this song because I do appreciate the fact that when it comes to like the instrumentals that they have experimented a little bit, but the thing is though is that it's still way too similar in my opinion, because now it's gone from like symphonic metal music that they have been known for to now it's going in like a symphonic Viking metal direction. It's still hammering in the fact that Vikings is like a heavy theme with this band. It's just, I just want something different. I really do want something different from this band. And I understand that some bands, like, they set a mold for themselves and they'll never break those molds because that is what they want to do. And that's totally fine. This is like a band that I have kept up with since I started getting into metal music, because I learned about Leaves' Eyes when I was 13 years old. I am 25 now. in the early days, their music was so like fresh and good and amazing to me and everything. But right after Symphonies of the Night, it was the last album that Liv did with them. I think it was called King of Kings. I think is what that album was called. After that album though, it just started tanking downhill really quickly. And I started noticing that a little bit on Merdad. But the thing is though is that I liked a lot of the songs from Merdad. Like I love the title track and Spirits Masquerade. Like those two songs are just absolutely amazing, especially the title track of the album. That song is absolutely gorgeous. It is amazing. It is perfection. And when you listen to those particular songs, like Liv's era with the band, Liv has a very, very soft voice. I think her voice is even softer than Alina's. It probably is, most likely. They tuned up the volume on Liv's vocals for those releases. But here, you can barely hear Alina. It is just... oof. I don't know if this is just like a bad mixing, or if this is like the case for Alina always with the albums that she's done with them so far, because I can't remember any of the releases and songs that she's done with them previously, because like I said, I just fallen off with this band and everything. So it's just, I can't really speak for like the previous releases that she's done because I just can't remember them, but this is just, they did her dirty. They really did her dirty. After hearing this song, I'm starting to debate whether or not if I'm actually going to check out this album or not. I might, but the chances are very slim. If they release a third single, I'll check it out. And probably after that, I'll make a decision as to whether or not I'll check out the new album or not. But now it's just like, I don't know. I really don't know. That was Chain of the Golden Horn by Leaves Eyes. What did you guys think about it? Did you actually enjoy this song? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Let me know in the comments below. And also while you're down there, let me know what songs and videos I should react to next. And I'll be sure to get to them as soon as I possibly can. But until I see you guys in my next video, whatever the hell that may be, goodbye.